Hello, Buff fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the WT Sports Network. I'm Chase Horn. The number 9 ranked Buffaloes hit the gridiron Saturday in hopes of putting the bad memories of the loss to Grand Valley State behind them. And unfortunately for Southwestern Oklahoma State, the Buffs took out all of their frustration on them. WT dominated the Bulldogs on both sides of the ball, winning with a final score of 77-14. The Buffs' offense could not be stopped in this one, putting up 557 yards of total offense, with 379 of those yards coming in the first 2 quarters. The Buffs also put up 56 of their 77 points in the first half. Taylor Harris completed 13 of 22 passes for 304 yards and 4 touchdowns in this one, while Britton Golden was his go-to target, hauling in 4 receptions for 136 yards and 1 score. The Buffaloes' defense was nothing to sneeze at either. The Big D blocked the Bulldogs' first 2 punts and was responsible for 7 sacks and 3 picks, 2 of which were taken to the house. The 77 points WT put up was the most points scored by the Buffs since they racked up 90 way back in 2005. The Buffaloes will have their home opener Saturday, September 18th, as they play host to Southeastern Oklahoma State at Kimbrough Memorial Stadium. While the WT football team enjoyed a bounce-back week, the Lady Buff volleyball team struggled. The Lady Buffs headed to Denver, Colorado this past weekend to participate in the Colorado Premier Challenge. WT struggled early on in the tournament, falling to the number 10 team in the nation, Southwest Minnesota State, in 3 straight sets. And it didn't get much easier from that, as the Lady Buffs lost 3 sets to 1 to number 12 Metro State College of Denver. There were a few bright spots in the first day of the tournament, as junior Erica Dupree led the Lady Buffs with 14 assists, and sophomore Lauren Beeville tallied 13 digs. The Lady Buffs lost the first match on Saturday, falling to Adams State in 5 sets, but they came back strong and defeated St. Leo in 4 sets, winning 25-22, 25-21, 21-25, and 25-21. Dupree had yet another big game for the Lady Buffs in this one, as she managed to record her second triple-double of her young career, finishing with 15 kills, 26 assists, and 13 digs. Senior Lauren Thedford had herself a nice match as well, with a match-high 17 digs. The subpar tournament drops the Lady Buffs to 4-4 on the season. But not to worry, the Lady Buff volleyball team will be back at home on Thursday, September 16th, as they host Texas A&M Commerce. Now to more Lady Buff action, as the women's soccer team hosted 14th-ranked Lewis College Friday night at the pitch. WT goalkeeper senior Kelly Scahan worked her tail off, making 4 saves in the net, but it was 1 save too few. In the 73rd minute, Fort Lewis was able to squeak one by on Scahan for the lone goal of the match. The Lady Buffs fell to the Skyhawks, with the final score being just 1-0. The loss dropped the women from the 4th spot in the national ranking all the way down to number 21. The Lady Buffs rebounded on Tuesday as they beat University of Texas Permian Basin in decisive fashion. Junior Melanie Shannon scored the first goal of the game and her first goal of the season in the 22nd minute. And the Lady Buffs never looked back, finishing this game out with a shutout 3-0. The win improves the Lady Buffs to 3-1 on the season. They travel to Austin Friday, September 17th to face number 6th ranked St. Edwards. The men's soccer team also played Tuesday against UTPB, handing the Falcons their first loss of the season. The Buffaloes racked up 6 goals in this one, with sophomore Omar Tenna leading the way with 2 of those goals and 1 assist. The final in this one was 6-1, and the win pushes the team to a record of 2-2. The men will face off against Eastern New Mexico Friday, the 17th, for their Lone Star Conference opener. Now it's time to introduce a new segment to the WT Sports Network called the Coach Imitation of the Week. As all of you know, we have many characters coaching the sports here around campus, and in this segment we will see just how close to imitating some of those characters their players can get. So in this very first Coach Imitation of the Week, we have redshirt freshman wide receiver Sydney Parker doing his best to imitate the always humorous head coach Don Carthel. Okay, Sydney, give me your best imitation of head coach Don Carthel.
Arr, you gotta get out there and beat them son of a bucks. Arr.
Thanks, Sydney. I didn't know that Coach Carthel was a pirate on the side. Well, that does it for this week's WT Sports Network. Make sure and tune in next week as Tawny Bueller catches you up on all of the week's WT Sports action.